Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I guess we are live. Finally. How is everybody doing? Yo, what's up, Doomzilla? How are you doing, dude? How is it going? Oh yeah, I'm glad that you're doing well. No, actually, it's the first time having somebody on stream as soon as I start. That's crazy stuff, dude. Crazy, I'm telling you, dude. But yeah, I still have no idea what I'm going to be doing, but let's see how that goes. We shall figure it out as we go. Maybe we might not figure it out. It depends, you know. Because sometimes I sit down to draw and I just fail. So I guess it doesn't matter how long you've been doing the drawing thing. Like some days you just wake up and fail at drawing basic stuff, you know. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. And I still don't have my chat up. I need to fix that. Because last time people were in chat and messaging, like commenting and stuff, and I wasn't seeing any of that, which is stupid. So, but yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, thanks for finding my channel. How did you find it? Recommendation feed? Something else? Are you were you just searching up like niche words about drawing and then you came across my channel? Dude, I can't draw kaijus. Like that is something that I've never even thought of drawing. That's yeah. So I'm not sure if I can even try to draw Godzilla. Like I can't even imagine the character in my head. Like I know Godzilla is a big lizard or something, but I can't even start drawing them or something like that. So yeah, but maybe I'll draw Godzilla as a cute anime girl. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess it's all about sticking in my lane, you know? Practice is something that I know. Oh yeah, you found me on your like your recommendation page? Oh yeah, For You page. Oh dude. Let's go. YouTube is favoring me. Thank you. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, thanks for checking out the stream. Even though I'm not drawing right now. But yeah, I hope to draw some amazing stuff. At least my mind wants to make some amazing stuff. I don't know if my skills will allow it. Bro, Godzilla needs to be a cute anime waifu. Let me do it. Let me destroy his legacy. But yeah, I won't tarnish his name like that. But maybe one of these days I'll just turn on a stream where I just draw big giant monsters or something. It's just a subject matter that I'm not used to. Alright, dude, if you say so. But I can't make any promises. As soon as I see Godzilla, I'm going to transform them into a cute anime girl. I think the cat can be this big as long as it doesn't interfere with the layers. Right now I feel so tired. For some weird reason, I just feel tired. And I haven't done anything today. Oh yeah, but I hope my sound is like coming out right or something. Yeah. All right. My hands are off the tablet. I'm not gonna do it. I promise. You don't want. There are two types of fandoms you don't want to piss off: the Godzilla fans and the other one that we won't talk about. But yeah, drawing a lot of lines or something. I guess that's how people warm up. But I guess for me, it's more about just feeling that warm feeling in my hand, not actually like getting used to that drawing or something. Because when my hands feel cold, I basically feel like a wooden puppet trying to draw. It's crazy stuff. But yeah, just getting that blood rushing through my veins. Like, I'm not sure if like I think this is something that like it's not that new in the art community, but I just figured it out myself. Like how Pinterest introduced that exclude AI button or something. Like wow, that is the best thing that has happened all year or something. Now I can search Pinterest without being bombarded with AI stuff. Whoever worked on that needs a raise. I think we can just where should this be? I think we can just drag it this side. As it doesn't take up much of the chart. I think that's fine. Right. Now it's time to draw girls in big jeans. Something. Sometimes you just wake up and decide to draw random stuff. Okay, like this is not that random. Like, because I normally just draw characters, but paint them instead of. Okay, am I making sense? Okay, maybe I am, but yeah. I guess slowly. It's. I guess I'm in that time where I'm trying to get used to drawing new stuff. Like not like new stuff like I guess cars or something, but like characters that don't look like generic Pinterest models, something like that. Yeah, it's kind of something that I'm trying to get used to. Like I don't like that kind of I don't like that kind of what's the word? That kind of generic feel like you get after scrolling Instagram, like looking at art and stuff. Like it's something that I don't want to see my art, in generic or something. But I guess getting rid of it will take a ton of work. Depends. Depends. Maybe we should start with drawing because okay, let's do a little bit of like painting the character a little bit. See how that goes. And I don't feel like completing this character in like I feel like just the usual stuff. As somebody doing something. You know what? Let's see. Ooh, it does. Ooh. Yeah, like with a white background, it just looks kind of off. Okay, so maybe let's just reduce how big this is, so that it doesn't take up that much space. And just slide to the right, left, and right, left. It's best to just start something new. Still on the same canvas, but new is better. Can't tell you how weak I feel. Okay, so just for the most part, it's just going to be like character drawings. I need to shrink this so that it doesn't take up my screen. You know, the first ones always feel like you are dragging a ton of rocks. It's kind of off-putting. You know, like it's that feeling where you just have to stick it out, like until you start feeling better about the lines you're putting down. But hello, how are you doing, dude? I can pronounce your name, so but yeah, what's up? You know, sometimes I worry that kind of make my characters a little bit too tall. You know. I mean, like, it's not something that, like, I find off-putting or something. Yeah. Just something that I find, like, I feel like I don't draw short people or something. So, guess I need to keep that in mind, like, normally when I'm putting down the first lines. Like, for example, what I'm doing now, like, she feels a little bit like too tall, but who knows? Let's see. Like, I won't say that she's that tall. Like, she feels average height. Yes. You know, it's that type of thing where, like, I have to put down, like, a lot of lines and, like, construction to actually determine how tall the character is. You know. But It's just like it's just a random kind of model, I think. Let me see if I can show my screen. Like it's a random mod I found on Pinterest. It's basically a study. Like yeah, this lady right here. Ha, yeah, it's just something random. Yeah, I think it's yeah, I think it's an image from Pinterest. I'm pretty sure about that. But yeah, that's what I'm drawing. That is what I'm drawing. No, I'm actually kind of, that kind of. There is this sort of thing called, like I'm not sure if it's like the actual name, but it's something that, like I remember it as the Pinterest effect, like where you kind of find different like art accounts or something, like drawing the same person, like the same reference. Since most artists use Pinterest, you know, that kind of thing, like getting all your references from one place so that so basically all your work looks similar to other people's work. Yeah. It's, yes, but I guess right now I feel like it's all right because this is just a study. Like normally when I'm drawing like actual illustrations, like I don't use references, like pose references. Like of course I use references like character sheets and stuff. But when I'm just like for the pose, I just like make something up. I feel like it's like making up something is better for the most part. Like it's better than using like a pose reference because I find that most pose references, like this goes down to like reference packs. They normally look posy. Like I'm not sure if that's even a word, but they don't feel natural. Like it doesn't feel like an actual pose somebody would take on. Like it feels like a pose just done for a photo shoot. And yeah, to me it just feels sort of generic. And I guess I keep these days I keep saying it in like my work as well. I'm trying to break away from that like posy kind of character showcase. Like I want to draw characters doing something instead of just like posing for the camera. But yeah, yeah. Hope that I can learn how to. I won't call it. What should I call it? I hope I can learn how to get away from that posy character photo shoot kind of illustration. So, like I want something dynamic, like something that tells an actual story. Like it's not just eye candy or something. Like of course, eye candy has its own place in art and stuff, and like I enjoy that type of stuff. But having the character do something, I feel like it makes them feel more alive, you know. But yeah, I actually feel like our hands are like so small, like our arms are very small. It looks like a T-Rex, like rah, something. I have no idea how T-Rexes look like, but small hands. You can just get sugar. Like, I'm not sure if the head is also a little bit. Like it needs to be shrink. That's a little bit. I guess I'm also a little bit distracted. Like talking and drawing is not something that I normally do. But we have to learn how to do that. People need to hear you talk. Yeah. I guess we can just have this and normally like I love keeping the first stage like really scratchy. You know, like I've seen a couple of YouTube videos where they tell people like, oh yeah, don't do this I guess type of line drawing or something. Like you have to have like straight lines and polish or something. I'm not sure what they call it, chicken scratches or something. So like that's a turnover. Like it's something that people say without like putting any context behind it. They just tell you to not do it. And I feel like you should like do it when you feel like doing it. Because like to me, drawing scratchy lines everywhere makes me feel more in control, like of what I'm drawing. Instead of like going out like just starting with clean everything or something. Like this just feels kind of like it feels too planned out, you know. Like I sometimes I keep my stretchy lines in most of what I draw because it feels like the right kind of like it gives the drawing character. At least that's what I think. But yeah, I feel like that's the most important part about drawing, like having character to your work, you know. So go out there and be that artist you want to be or something. Stop listening to YouTubers. She too tall. I'm going to like turn down your opacity and like just draw over it. Like I'm not sure if this is also going to be like I think these are going to be line art first. So I'm going to switch up the brush. Like normally when I draw with a like a soft brush, like this brush is like oily or something, let's call it that. Like then I will have to like I just kind of get into that. Oh yeah, the line art doesn't need to be clean mindset. But if I use something like this, like something that is meant for inking, like I kind of switch up and try to get good lines. But I think this is also not like this. So if I have another sort of brush, this one is okay, it's fine. I think you can turn down the texture density. This is fine. It's not the best, but it's okay. Okay, no, I don't like it. La, 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 la. And this one is like this one is just something that I use for inking. I don't want something that's strong. So place this. No. Come on. We can just stick with this. Try to control it as much as we can. See, like this is why I don't like it. Like I have to press really hard, and I also don't want to wait my pressure settings to change anything. But I guess let's go with this. But instead of using like pure black, let's get a sort of reddish color, dark red something. Not a thing. But yeah, something a little bit like that. Okay, so before zooming in, I still haven't figured anything out. So let's do that. Put down as scratchy lines. Brush the opacity. Like normally I draw and like I draw a sketch, reduce its opacity, and then like create a new layer, then merge it. with the previous layer, because I love keeping my scratchy lines. So yes, that's what we're doing. Oh man, yeah, this brush has a ton of texture. Not like that. Maybe this is good. Let's see. No! Okay, let's reduce texture. Still a lot of texture. Am I going to draw anything, or am I going to spend the whole time looking for the right brush? No. You know what? I'm just going to go back to my normal brush. Just draw as I normally do. Yes, that's it. But I'm going to keep it like really thin, because I plan to turn this into like a actual, like, let's call them paintings, I guess. Not paintings, but like with color. And I don't want the line art to be that strong. You know, you can like just kind of delete the line art after or something. But I feel like I love drawing with like everything in harmony, like sort of planned out. Yeah, that need of like control, I guess. So, let's see. I guess the first drawing in the day is like mostly about experimenting, like seeing what is going, like it gives you a sort of picture about what drawing is going to like. I mean, it gives you like a sort of picture about how the rest of your drawings might kind of turn out. Yeah, it's like that type. It's like the first experiment or something. So yeah, can get loose. And this arm is like a little bit like this. See, that type of ordeal. Yeah. Let's just stick with that. You know, she's wearing like heavy fabric. So I'm trying to guesstimate where everything is. And like for some reason, yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's sort of fine. So of course you can test it out by editing the drawing, but oh yeah, so I should merge these layers first. Merge. Then I can just see. Yeah, I think the pose is fine. You know, so I'm going to just stick it out. See how that goes. La. Yeah, like at this stage, it feels like you shouldn't make anything sort of like anything can change at this point. So having it loose and sketchy is always better. Like, okay, it's easier to erase something that is sketchy than erasing like if you draw a complete face or something. Like erasing that just feels like, oh man, I'm losing out on a ton of progress. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like having a sort of like established base, like even though it's like pretty simple, like it's better than just going straight into drawing the actual fabric. So, yeah, something like that. I think this arm just kind of it's like holding something, like it's a spoon, a spoon. Yeah, so, then this other arm is like, oh yeah, let me help you out. I mean hand, not arm. So like it's holding the cup, container, whatever. So like just bring that right there, like, oh yeah, so stupid, stupid. And then this like that. So like with this, I feel like it sort of feels like, oh yeah, 90% of the stuff is done. You know, I won't say 90% because of course, no, it's like it just feels like oh you have done most of the work. So uh yeah, she's wearing are they called jumpsuits or something? Yeah. I think we can just like, because normally it's this sort of like when I draw fabric, like I normally draw it sort of like how it's going to be cut, kind of idea. Like normally you would have a kind of shirt like cut from a fabric that looks something like this. So like having it as a shape first is always better, you know, like before kind of like introducing folds and stuff. Like I feel like for most things it's all about like first breaking it down, like having it into like simple form. Like let's say you're trying to draw a sort of house, like if you can like break it down into like small cubes or something, like I feel like that makes the process so much easier, you know, that type of ordeal. And then you can just like add another box and like create a human. So that type of idea where you just slowly break things down until you have something that you can build upon. Um, so this like she's wearing a shirt inside, I guess. Like like there are two pieces of fabric. I think the second one like goes like this high, I guess. Yeah, I know you can't see it, but yeah. Uh, then I think this goes down like it's like this is some crazy fabric, but goes down and then this other part also like just comes down, turns into like pants. Yes, I'm going to pretend that she's also wearing pants, but you dragging this down. Like for the most part, it's like it's not a one-to-one, because like of course I introduce a ton of sterilization to what I draw, because I think reality is kind of boring. Like to me, this just feels sort of right. Like having it in this sort of shape already, like it already feels like, oh yeah, I actually understand what I'm looking at. So she also has like a backpack. Yeah, let's figure out how that will impact the folds. Like I'm also drawing it in like this sort of simple way. Like for the most part, it's just how should I call it? Like I try to break it down into like triangular shapes. Like I think that's what my mind is drawn to most. Like having things in like broken down into these kind of triangles. But yeah, or maybe I just like seeing like shapes, like sharp shapes. And yeah, I feel like this is most of like the pose, like its essence, you know. Then the rest is mostly just like putting down details and like looking at how like how does like looking at how things interact. Because right now I feel like she needs to slouch, like okay, she needs like to be like to bend a little bit like towards the back. Like maybe it's just the fabric doing that, but yeah, something like that. But yeah, then like she has this sort of thing on her head. It's like a headband, I guess, holding up her hair. I think like most of the times when I draw these types of things, like I normally change out like how the hair looks. Like I feel like she could have like long hair or something, like it's all messy and stuff. Maybe she was rushing out to get like ice cream or something. So yeah, something like that, I guess. And then like at this point, for the most part, it all comes down to how far you want to like stick with it. Because like to me, most of the learning comes like most of the learning is like right here. Like if I can learn how to break down stuff, I can draw most things. So yeah, that's where most of like where most of the learning is. I'm going to do the same exact thing as I did like last, like with the first sketch, like opacity down, new layer, and then merge them, and slowly work on like I feel like having a sort of established face, like it doesn't need to be that good, but it helps you get attached to a character. Like you don't like I'm not saying that you should get too attached to everything you draw, but like it gives you that type of push you need to kind of not give up fast, you know, like give up on the character you are drawing. So like giving her like a basic face, like it doesn't need to be like anything attractive because you can change this like at any time. But so I feel like giving her like this sort of nose, like and she's something like that. Like oh, this like can change. Like in the image, she has her eyes closed, but I think that I'm going to keep them open. And like I guess for the most part, this is what like okay. Normally, when you are studying something, it's best to just add your own flavor to it. You know, like you can still look like the image if like if the study is the point, but like you add something to it, like change up a couple of stuff to try to make it yours. You know, like not one to one with the reference, unless that's like the goal. But yeah, and like she has this kind of like small neck, like really like that, and Like for some reason when I draw necks, like I tend to make them a little bit longer, you know. Like it feels like she's kind of stretching her neck out, which is fine. Like it's mostly all about aesthetics. So, uh, so I'm going to, yes, like this part is kind of folding up, then this is folding down, then you have folds going like so. Like for the most part, I feel like when you're drawing folds, the most important shapes are like a triangle, like something that looks like that, and like like a sort of triangle with like just two lines. Like you don't close it. I feel like most fabrics can be broken down into that. Like of course I'm no fabric expert, but yeah, like if you can get used to designing shapes like that, you can draw most fabrics, I think. Yeah, something like that. uh and like and this kind of like she feels like one of those characters that would give you like attitude. So I like that. It's aesthetic. It's always fun drawing like these characters because like female characters with kind of let's call it like a tomboy aesthetic, you know. It's always fun, like because I feel like most people draw it's like soft looking females or something like that, like which is fine, but like you see it a lot. Like okay, the bug part covers up like most of this part. Like I'm not sure if I'm like going to draw whatever is here. Like I'm just going to use the bug part to just cover it up. Like because I already drew like lines in the construction stage that indicate where like everything goes. So I'm going to like it's not going to be my priority. And yeah, for the most part, this is still a sketch. I think I spend most of the time like figuring out where things go, because I feel like that's what makes a drawing like a drawing tool, right? Like for the most, like if you go out and find some of your favorite art, uh, you'll find out that the people who made it like spend most of the time trying to figure out where things go before like adding all the fancy textures and all that. Oh, caramba. Mm, 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 for the most part, like I feel like yeah, it's working out. But yeah, I feel like Thanos stuff. Like not that done, but yes, there are a few things that I don't like. Of course, I'm going to change them, but yeah, just for the most part, it's just about listening to yourself and like if you feel like something needs to be changed, like don't let the reference control you. No, recently, oh yeah, actually, I think this is a little bit long. Like, okay, uh, I'm not sure what it's called, but normally when you draw something like while you're looking at the reference, like the easiest way of getting things right, like you kind of cross compare them, like you compare point A to point B, like maybe how they are lining up, or like the distance between the two, or maybe the negative space between the two. That type of thing, like it's something that I do when I'm like kind of like after kind of feeling that drawing, like if it feels right, then I start like comparing and correcting things. And if like I compare things and like they don't like they feel too generic or something, like okay, let's say you maybe if she had both of her hands down and maybe this just didn't feel right to me, like maybe I'll just like change it. Right, yeah. I feel like the month of October has been really disappointing. Like I was looking forward to Little Nightmares 3, and oh boy. As soon as that game released, okay, like I knew that things were going to be sort of different after knowing that a new company was working on it, like Supermassive Games. But as soon as it released, I was like, okay, I saw the trailers, and every trailer that came out, it was just kind of disappointing. But you know how, like, since I liked since I liked the franchise, I was like, oh yeah, maybe it is going to be something amazing. Maybe they are not showing us everything, but damn, the game releases and yeah, it's at least for me, it's basically an absolute disappointment. It's a super massive disappointment or something. So yeah, it's like I looked forward to that game. Like as soon as I finished was it Little Nightmares 1? Then like I did my best to actually play Little Nightmares 2 because at that time I had like this kind of laptop or something, like it didn't play those games. So I did my best like to get my hands on let's not call it a decent PC because it can't play the new Little Nightmares game. Oh, it's sad. But I played the second game and like it just felt right. You know, like it felt like the first game was just like a trailer to this epic adventure. Like I spent around 3 months or something just looking into what people thought about the games, like all the theorizing about the games and deeper meanings and all that. Like I feel like it's the first sort of fan art I put out. Like it's a very old piece. Like I can't look for it right now, but yeah, like it gave me that sort of spark that I needed to actually get into like it was some sort of like the first kind of drawing or fan art or something that I really cared about, even though it was like really bad. So the third game releases and yeah, I see the gameplay and all that and all the pricing around it. Like, is it $40 or something? And damn, it's like it just feels. Well, yeah, I thought that I was just sitting on it or something, and then the reviews started coming out and like they were all mixed. Some really liked it and like some felt like something is missing, and on the other end like people were like hating it or something. And yeah, it's I just really let me down. Like I won't say that like I'm the biggest fan of the franchise, but those games were awesome. I loved the first, the second, and even the mobile port. No, the mobile game, like Very Little Nightmares. Like that was also epic. But as soon as this one came out, it was, yeah, no. They tried to give us like the same thing and just didn't feel right. You know, it's, yeah. So, yes, very disappointing. Random tangent that is not related like to art or anything, but hey, uh, I feel so disappointed. Uh, but yeah, maybe if the franchise doesn't die out, like maybe they will learn from like from the experience and like make something better. You know, like it's hard to kind of step into like Supermassive wasn't like a new kind of company like to the Little Nightmares franchise because I hear that they worked on the second game. Like, is it the second game is port or something? And damn, it's yeah, maybe it's that sort of thing. Like, they just didn't understand what like people loved about the first two games, so they just basically fumbled it. Like, no hate to any of the developers. Game development takes a ton of work, but damn, it was still a massive letdown. But yeah, maybe it will be one of those moments where like people hate on a media, and then like after a couple of years they just come together and say, "Oh yeah, this is the best thing that I've ever like played or something. Like this is genius rating or whatever." So yeah, maybe it will be like that. Maybe I just don't get it. So yeah, uh, yes. Let's see. Let's see. Like I didn't play the game, like I just watched a ton of gameplay. But the gameplay was enough for me to just lose interest in like playing the actual game. So yeah. Maybe. One can only hope. Uh, But basically, oh yeah, back to that. This was going to turn into a game review or something. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I guess like kind of creating some blockings for the fingers, the grabbers. Let's call them that. Uh, yeah, yes, like this. The wrist should be like a little bit like that, like maybe a little bit shorter, something like that. Like right now, I feel like just feels fine. You know, you can take it from here and do whatever you want with it. Maybe scaling up the drawing. Like normally, I like drawing kind of like characters with the same like height or something. Like if they're going to share a canvas, like I try to make them like the same size, so that like I don't prioritize like one over the other. So I'm going to duplicate that sketch and then create a new layer. Do the same thing, merge it down, you know the drill. Oh yeah, as I do that, yes, a game that I'm very excited for. Like I recently saw, it's like a trailer. I think it was a PlayStation trailer or something. There's this like game called Silly Polly. Like damn, that game looks incredible. Like I've seen people like play like the demo or something, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Like the art, like the art direction. It's wow. Even the character designs, like especially the main character. I think her name is Polly. Yeah, yeah, she's just amazing. Like I'm very interested to see like how the actual story unfolds. Like it feels like one of those stories where like things are left up for interpretation. Like they don't give you everything. You just have to figure it out by yourself. So like yeah, you can't like I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. So I guess oh yeah, and then the other game from the original, is it Tasia Studios? That's how you call them. The original developers from like the first Little Nightmare games. Yes, like they have a new game, Reanimal, and yeah, that also looks really amazing. Like I thought that it was also going to release like this year or something, but I think it's meant to release next year. But yeah, that as well looks incredible. I think it would be like the Little Nightmares 3 that we wanted but never got. So can't wait, can't wait. It's going to be incredible. But it's I think I have this sort of tendency of drawing drawing characters with like small faces or something. I feel like it's kind of cute, you know, having them like have this kind of small facial proportions. Yes, like of course it's not realistic or anything, but yeah, it's very interesting. Um, and yeah, for the most part, during this time, it's just like me trying to actually draw the character. Like it might be, how should I? Like it's mostly about me trying to figure out what I like about the sketch, what I don't like. Like, do I transfer that to the main clean drawing or something? Like it's not that clean, but do I like it enough to keep it? You know, because I feel like for the most part, Like for the most part, you shouldn't be afraid of like getting rid of stuff. Like maybe that thing looked good in the sketch version, and as soon as you cleaned up the drawing, it just doesn't look right. Like just get rid of it, replace it with something better. But yeah, something like that. Uh, I think I'm going to keep like the headband or something. Like I feel like it gives a character. So it's going to keep that. Yes, I'm just going to change like the hairstyle. Uh, yeah, headband, and then like we can have like the hair dripping down. I guess this is where you like introduce a couple. Like I normally draw kind of like hair that looks like small S's or something. Like I just like that shape, feels right. Uh, like of course, you can come up with something like even better. But most part, just drying it down. Something like that. Like it's mostly just shapes. Like I feel like okay, it's this sort of I guess I'm not sure if it's something that I had somewhere or I don't know, but to me I feel like shape design is everything. Like especially when it comes to stylized character art, like when like even in realism, like shape design is sort of everything. But for art that is like simplified, I feel like it should be your priority. Like it shouldn't be like the details or anything like that, but having like good shape design, like that goes a long way, you know. Like it gives a drawing or a character or anything you're making that kind of how should I call it? That kind of like genuine interest. Like, oh yeah, that character is very interesting. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I like them. So yes, for the most part, it's just the shape design. Like you can tell from I guess the elbow or something. Like I normally kind of draw them sharp, you know. Like most of the times they are rounded or something. Like when you are drawing them in a realistic sense. But like I feel like having them in that sort of sharp tone just feel more interesting, and it's something that people are not going to even notice because it's like very small. It's a small detail, but it's all about the details. I'm contradicting myself, but yeah. But let's see. At this point, it's more of figuring out like where you invest most of your lines. Like for example, this is a single line, so it's this. But normally when I reach a part that I want to like make it like feel sort of messy, like the hair or something, like I invest more lines there. So yeah, something random, still something that I really appreciate. Uh, you know, like this part, I feel like this should go a little bit like inwards, like because I feel kind of like this feels a little bit too big, and we're not seeing like the back kind of part of the shirt. So like I can turn this part right here, like into the back. Yeah. Then like have this sleeve and just go this like that. Of course, you can make its line a little bit thick to show that, oh yeah, this is in the front and the other thing is in the back. I guess most of it it's just line weight. Like give this a little bit of more weight. You know that thing like you normally see like somebody draws two circles and to show like which one is in the front and which one is in the back. Like they kind of draw the one in the back with like light lines. You know, it's like creating atmospheric perspective with just line. You know, line art is very interesting. It's a subject that I find very interesting because you can communicate most things with a simple line. Um, so I feel like it's the same thing with a backpack. Like the backpack in the image has like these kind of fixed sleeves. Are they? Oh, I mean, handles, whatever. Call it. I have no idea what. Oh yeah, straps. Yeah, straps. But like it to me it just feels a little bit too much. So like shrinking them is like I feel like it's the way to go. Like I don't want them to be like the most important part about the character. Like having them small is like better for me. It's the same thing with like where the sleeves end. Like I feel like I'm going to change it from the original and make them like end somewhere here. And then like this strap like continues down. Like for the most part it's just like you make up stuff, you know, you make it up as you go. So that sort of mentality where you just like you don't have to like to plan out like everything you are going to draw. Like there are people who do that, but I feel like for me it's better to just start drawing and then react to the lines I'm putting down. uh, but yeah, I think this goes in the back like this. Okay, like there is this like the bug is sort of like separated from the shirt, but I feel like having this part like overlapping the shirt is better, you know, like creating a pocket of like a negative space and then like creating an overlap. Like I think it gives it more depth, like showing like objects overlapping each other. uh, because I guess like if you ever like if you're drawing something and you feel like it's flat, I guess like it's always better to just like okay, I won't say it depends on what you're drawing, but it's like you should try out introducing overlap. Like, it doesn't matter what you're overlapping, like just introduce overlap. Like it kind of creates that feeling of oh yeah, we are in a 3D space, like even though the character is just like standing like without any sort of perspective, like for example this. So yeah. It's like this. Like this is connected in this like sort of way. Didn't see that at first, so I'm going to erase some of that. And then like add a sort of line right there. And then so let's see. I guess like still like okay, the actual bug has like it has like all these details and stuff like a shape or something, but I feel like the shape itself in the actual image, like it's not that interesting, like at least for me. So like I'm trying to kind of come up with my own silhouette, and then like I'll just transfer the details from the photo to the silhouette that I've drawn. So because copying the image is fine, but copying it with a sort of like being mindful about what you copy is the best. Like you get to actually learn something like from just staring at an image for hours. Like I feel like that should be how studies are made. Like it's a study, not like a copy or something. So uh, and at the end of the day, introducing your own tastes is like it's what makes you different from other people who can like draw. Yes. So yeah, like okay, something like this. Like it's very sort of simplified, but I find the shape a little bit like more interesting. Like it goes straight, like then straight but short, like then it curves, then straight, like something. Yeah. Uh, just something that I feel like it's like very interesting. And like I'm trying to draw it like with a thicker line, like to basically show like its weight, like without like without I guess adding a ton of like details or something, like to show that the bag is heavy. I feel like you can make the silhouette heavy by just giving it like thicker lines, and it also gives a sort of like material difference. I guess it's something that I'm not sure if it's like an actual kind of thing, but to me, I normally categorize skin as like smooth or something, and then like for this bag, let's say it's leather or something, like I would say that that is hard. So like having like if I'm to interpret this as like lines, I would say that leather is thick line and then skin is like soft line, I mean like small lines or something. So yeah, uh, just random stuff. Maybe you think about it like a certain other way. Like there are no rules in art. Like as long as it works for you. Um, so like okay, this like there is like this kind of pocket I introduced, but the neck, I would say the neck starts like around here. So, yeah, like this. And then like it has like this collar, like can't see that, but maybe it's sort of like this. Like it doesn't matter how far I go into a drawing or something. Like for me, it's always that sort of figuring it out mindset. Like slowly putting everything together, like until it clicks, something like that. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. something like this part. It's doing like this part needs to be a little bit like it should go in a little bit more, you know like go in a little bit more, and then like it comes out, since like the arm is like applying pressure to the area. So and I think I'm going to like bring the arm a little bit in. Yes, like, and just drag that in, something like that. And then you can just slowly, I said slowly, like make it like, I guess for the most part it's like I'm trying not to like get into like adding any sort of like details, because yeah, like in my mind I feel like this is something that is going to turn into uh like a sort of like small like painting or something, like fabric study, I guess. So like I'm trying not to overdo the line art, like, because if this was like supposed to be an inked sketch, like I would like apply shadows and stuff to the line art, but I feel like it should just be a painting study for fabric or cloth, whatever you call it. So I guess that goes down like that. And then like it kind of like it goes like, I feel like this connects like that, and then it comes out, like that, you know like it has this sort of weird shape, like the entire fabric, like it's like since it's a big fabric, like it's all weird, like the way it folds. um, but but this goes in like that. Something like that. And then the other, I guess this other side, like I'm not sure, like I feel like this is more straight, like this goes down like that, and like turns, like it turns in, should we call it in, like it turns sort of just like that. Then like there's like this outer fold, creates this kind of okay, this is a weird shape, and it's there. So maybe something that I might change, like if it just doesn't look right. So just leave it as it is for now. And this like goes down, like it pinches in for, I think it's the knee, like the knees causing like this pinching. But okay, so then for this part, like this fold is coming like from straight up there, then just goes down, like kind of like just changes midway, like folds, and that, yes, that. And some goes for this goes like straight down, like of course there's a level of nuance, like there's like a sort of actually, how should I call it, like there is a ton of like detail in all the folds, but for the most part, it's just me simplifying things, Um, but yeah, I guess to introduce more stuff, like I think I would figure out figure out these hands first because they are very important to the pose. So I'm going to just kind of try to figure them out, make them look awesome. And then make this one go in. I think it looks like a spoon. Or maybe a little harpoon. I'll make this. And then just like if this like the hand is because it's complex, but it's still like I feel like this is like that. I feel like I'm missing something right there. But it's like let's have it as a rough sort of thing first. I just establish where it goes. No. Because I feel like establishing something first is it's the best way to go. Because like if you establish it, like you know that oh yeah that thing goes there, like you can always come back to it. So I'm going to just make it like have it there or something. It'll be weird, but we get it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Like maybe like make this kind of like the wrist is a little bit pinched in. Like okay, it's something that I'm going to just come back to. Then this. Just draw that, and then this will just like go down. Like she's holding she's holding this cup in like a fancy way or something. Like it's kind of adorable. Like it's weird, but yeah, it gives the image character. You can already tell a lot about like the person by like how they are holding the cup. Um, but yeah, then this like I feel this is like this just connects, and then this connects, that connects as well. Like this like for some okay I'll have also like to return to like this, but like for now it's sort of fine. I'm not too worried about how the hands look like or something. Like I'm more worried about the bigger picture. Of course, everybody is gonna look at the end, but yeah, that is something that we can still like figure out. And then like this is like sort of like that, and then I think moving on to the, I guess, to the bigger folds. It's like, it feels like, oh, there's like the fabric is just a collection of like big folds, you know. But so I guess it's I feel like it's time to add the sort of small details. Uh, Obviously, yeah, like most of these are just like small things, like nobody's going to notice. Oh yeah, unless if you're watching the stream. But yeah, uh, then I feel like yeah, like the, oh my god, this is this, this like the shutters are sort of like weird fold. Like you can tell, like since it's like sort of the same color, like you can tell where the sort of jumpsuit thing begins. So I'm just going to guesstimate like, oh yeah, it begins right here. So then like there are kind of it has this sort of like just folding around. My god, this this is just kind of like details everywhere. It's very weird stuff, but we gotta make it work. Maybe if you, okay, then this, just brush, make it work. I feel, yeah. This yeah, like, I feel like this is sort of like it's right. Like I like okay, I'm okay with it. Uh, like how it looks. Then you can just get some of these kind of small details. Like, I'm not sure how important this is, like, because like I haven't decided how I'm going to approach like kind of adding color to these like studies. Like I might use a ton of line art, and then at the end like it's something that doesn't like even matter, like just wasting my time. But hey, at the end of it, we still get some amazing practice. So like I don't really mind. And then I feel like this, like exactly like somewhere like close to this food, like like, we have this like pocket. Like it's not a pocket, but like where the is part of the, let's call them pants, like where they begin. This goes down. This goes down. Something like that. And like it has like this half also like goes up. Like this is the thing about like about drawing clothes that I kind of like, I won't say that I hate it, but I find it like it's a slow process, like figuring out like, oh yeah, this part goes here and that part goes there and then da. Like it's fun at the end of the day, but still time consuming. uh, so and I would say that like there is like this kind of pocket of food, pocket food, food, put the pocket back. What am I saying? But this goes down, so, and that goes like that. And then like on this part, like we have like I'm not sure what this is, but of course it's a fold, but there's ton of things that you need to figure out when you're making like when you're drawing clothes, like they're drippy and like everything is going everywhere, like it's it's all about just sitting down and starting to like, okay, like trying to figure out things. uh like because at the end of the day it's like it's something like it's just something that is like new to me, like it's new to me as well, like drawing fabric. Like I haven't drawn that many like or like I haven't done like that many like fabric like or folds studies or something. Like I'm like basically I'm just figuring it out for the most part. Like, oh yeah, you can do this to do that or something. And like I won't say that it's a easy topic. It's kind of complex because you need to keep a ton of things in mind, uh like gravity, uh points of tension and all that. And like you have to kind of reverse engineer everything you see, like to actually like, oh yeah, this thing looks like this because this thing is doing that to that. And like it's hard to figure out in a way, but yeah, at the end of the day it's yeah, it's fun when you figure it out, like when you're just learning how to like put a shirt on a body. It's, yeah, it's basically a ton of information to take in. uh, but yeah, now I'm going over like my initial lines, just making them like a little bit bold, so that we can see like the characters so that the silhouette is sort of like noticeable, like it's something that you see as soon as you look at the character. Like, oh yeah, that's the silhouette, yippee. Jokes aside, yeah, like this, like that a lot. Like, okay, I feel like I'm going to keep like the head shape. Like, I've gotten kind of used to it. It looks epic. Uh, yeah. Okay, be right back in a bit. Okay, we are back. Okay, so just turn off here, then there. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, I actually almost forgot about the feet, the shoes, the walkers. Nobody calls them walkers, but yeah. Yes, let's just make something that looks right, baby. I feel it can. I feel like it can be sort of okay, like this. Like this goes like really like then this goes like that. You know, is that right? That's right. That's right, baby. Count it. I feel like this should be like this much. Yeah, let's remove that. Raise a little bit of that. And yeah, we have shoes. Yes, a silhouette of shoes. Shoe, like, yeah, it's one. And this can be like standing like right there on the ground. What is these? It's sort of like that. Sort of like this. And then it goes right around and goes up like this. It's another shoe. Another one. Again, this is. Yeah. You know, the thing, yes, the thing about footwear or something. Like, as soon as it doesn't feel like she's standing on the ground, like it's already off, you know. Like, like it doesn't need to be floaty. Like she needs to like show that she's like pushing weight on the floor. I guess let's call it that, pushing weight. And this it actually gives me a sort of I'll just leave it like that. Like okay, like yeah, that's good. That's that's fine. Then this like this should curve in. Like it goes in, goes out, and just goes like that. And then this like I'm trying to kind of like break up the shapes. Like I don't want it to feel like it's like the exact same shape. They should be different. I mean, like it's not like this. Okay, yeah, it's not like that. But if you look at like okay, so now what I'm trying to do, what am I trying to do? Yeah, remove some lines. Like yes, just removing some lines. Like I feel like at some point you don't need a ton of lines. Like okay, it's actually I just love erasing like the original lines that I put down. Okay, like okay, actually this is something that I'm just seeing right now. This thing like just like if it goes down and then like comes, okay, let's say that it goes down like so. This is where it stops. So like you can just indicate that in a sort of like way. Something like this. You know, it's funny how like at least this is something that I'm starting to notice like with the streams. Like I normally like take a lot of time like drawing stuff, you know. I guess I'm pretty slow in that way. Like which is like it's something that I don't mind. It's just like this is personal stuff. So like I feel like taking time with like, you know, let's just call it like taking time with your art and like dating it and like getting to know it and stuff. Like I feel like that is the best feeling, you know. I don't want, it's this sort of feeling where I don't want to rush something that I enjoy doing, you know. Like I want to spend as much time as I can with it, you know. Like for example this character or something, like I guess this study, let's just call it that. Like I don't feel like I need to rush it, like because like I like how it's how it's coming out. So like I want to just enjoy the time I have with it, because normally you don't get to go back to this stuff. Like as soon as you draw it, it's like a one and done, you know. So having time with it, like spending that sort of time and just getting to exist in that moment is something amazing. At least that's what I think. Yeah. For the most part, I feel like since I'm planning to do stuff with color, I'm not going to like add a ton of details. Like of course I'm going to like fix this fork. Fix it. I also need to like, you know, I won't say fix, but upgrade the hands, I guess. Yeah, this is not, it's a fork, a spoon, as fork. So this no, let's not give it details. Like it's just whatever she's looking at. Like it's kind of like this sticky stuff. It's like, I guess it's like an ice cream candy. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what this is. It's just something. I guess yeah, it's something. Enjoy what that is. And if you can just cup this up and just something like that. And since I decided to open her eyes, I'm just going to give her like just staring like tasty treat. Give it to me. Give it to me. But you know, I feel like I should keep a face like really kind of not too detailed. Like it's awesome contrast against the other things, you know. Like ooh, simple face. So and for the hair, like I feel like this part right here. Okay, we have it like fold and like these like go up, then it like just does the thing, breaks into like two keys. This is like shorter. Then like I feel like this like this is like a window to the background. Like that, like you can see the back through her hair. Like I like this kind of like adding like triangles to hair. It's fun. Gives it that sort of like design. Like I'm not even good at shape design or something. But every time I use like triangles or something, I find it like it gives it that sort of magical touch. Then yes, you can just raise, and you raise some more, and you raise some more. We erase a little bit more. And turn this into a singing session. Okay, so this strap, like let's say that goes right here, then goes down here, and then goes down here. Then this goes down here, and I'll say that it like goes down here. Like it still needs to sort of connect to the thing in the bottom, so like I'm kind of keeping that in mind. So then I'm going to raise like that. Just introduce a bunch of overlapping lines. Overlapping lines. Yeah, something. I think this can be like that. See, you're beautiful. You know how to fix them hands because they look so weird. Why your hands are weird? I feel like oh boy, here we go again. I'm going to just cut most of this out, like so. XV, reduce opacity, and just try to draw better hands. Just going to make it look a little bit better so that nobody thinks that I'm a terrible artist. because I can draw hands, because I don't know how. I skipped out on the class because I didn't want to draw them hands. Yeah. Let's see. This goes there. Then you know. It's kind of maybe this this does that, and this does that. What does it do? It didn't say. It didn't say what it does. Ooh, I like this jam. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, I need to focus on the hands. You know, okay. I feel like this is already turning out like better. At least that's what I think. Like it's I guess sometimes I forget that hands are like 3D or something. Like I feel like that is something that I forget when I draw them, and I forget to give them like depth or something. Then they just end up looking like that. Yeah. But yes, it's also a good job like testing out what I know, what I don't, what I need to improve upon. Because they still feel so manly. Why are you being so manly? This, I'll do that. Then, yes. I really like that. I like that. And this, yes, like that. I see. It still feels off, and I feel like it's kind of better. Which, I'm going to kind of I still need to figure out that part, but for now I'm just going to leave it like as is. If we turn on this, I think it looks kind of a lot better. I'm not sure how this is kind of still a little bit creepy. Creepy hands, yay! And this, I don't feel like this needs to change a lot. Just need to improve on the fingers. And this would have to go like that. Like the hands are like I'd say that they are rotated in this sort of way. And they go down. Something like that. Something like that. And this, okay, so like this is kind of shorter. Oh, I think something like this is a little bit too tall. Oh my god, this is this needs a tad over fixing. But we're not gonna do that, are we? Are we? I think we can switch up the curve. Yes, fine. Okay, great, but it doesn't feel it was kind of like it lacks something. So for now, I'm going to kind of leave it as this.
Simply wonderful. Thank you. How about doing a little song with me? Mr. Burns, we do anything in the world for you. Really? Yes, sir. If you entertain Mr. Lincoln, then you're a friend of the world. Let's do something nice and pretty. Well, it's obvious you knew what we were going to sing. That goes for me, too. Okay, Morty, let's try it.
You know, At this point, it's just like making a clean selection and like feeding it in. Like I guess, as I said, my initial plan is like to use these characters. How should I call it? Like a study, like a plot study or something like that. You know. Uh, like it. Like for the most part, it's like I want to learn more about how fabrics work. Like especially how to like paint them, like paint them in a sort of realistic, like I won't say like pure realism, but sort of like close to realistic way. Like I want to kind of develop that kind of style where you have a stylized, like okay, let's say just anime character, like but with realistic fabric and stuff. Yeah, like that sort of thing. Like if I can achieve that in a way, like I feel like that would be an awesome goal. So yeah, uh, like it's like at the end of the day, it's a lot of work, but because like you can shortcut everything like I would say that it's a shortcut, but it's easier like to just use basic colors. Like use a couple of basic colors and like okay, like have it in a sort of like have it. Like normally I would sort of like, I guess after after kind of doing the line art and feeling it in, like I normally turn off the line art to see like how the silhouette looks, like if it's a good read or not. Like, okay, for example, like this kind of part between the bag and like the t-shirt or something. Like I like this because like it makes it one separate shape. Like for example, if it was like sort of filled in all the way, like it will just kind of like it's like you can see how this reads. Like you have no idea what this is. So yeah, having a little bit of negative space is always better. But yeah, in add back on. So like in the image, which you still can't see, like I don't like how the like I don't like the colors the outfit has. Like it's just basically plain white. Like it's not that interesting. So I'm just going to kind of like make up my own colors. So I think like red, like a sort of red shirt. I think like as we have here, like a red shirt, and I think I'm also going to go like blue jeans, like blue sweater, pants, jeans or something. I'm not sure how well that. Okay, let's just go green. Green. I think green is better. So like something like this. You know, like maybe a little bit faded and dark. Something like that. I feel like that is more interesting than like just having a plain white. You know, like a plain white kind of design. And then we can like just have the red like in the headband or something like that. And then the hair, I think the hair can be like a brownish, like a dark brown kind of hair or something. Like for the most part, it's more of like you can see that I'm not like kind of like painting in everything like accurately or something. Like at this stage, it's just me trying to see how the colors look like in different areas or something. Like I feel like this, like for the hair, it should be like a little bit like that. But then it introduces a problem, like it's kind of blending in with the headband. So like maybe having it as a green is better. Like just make the entire outfit blend, I guess. And then for the bag, I think like having a default kind of black bag is fine. I'm going to use the gray so that I have like values to use for the shadows. Something like that. Yeah. So like, okay, maybe like for some reason I feel like it should be like I feel like it should be blue instead. Like blue just feels right for some reason. Maybe it's because I normally see a ton of like hymns or something. So maybe like blue for now. Like this can always change. I'm just going to say blue and then kind of blue on the top. Or maybe like make the top like really this color. Maybe red. Like it's like it all depends. For the skin, like for the skin can always look bad for the skin. Then it's the same color for the hands, for this as well. And then for the shoes, I think like a color like that would be fine. It's just like it feels weird because it's kind of creating a relation like between these two characters. I think it's fine, but like if it wasn't my goal, let's just lean into it. Like use the same sort of color palette. But yeah, then the rest is just like fixing up that colors. That is the easy part. Let's fix everything up. Let's go here. And this drop goes down. Something like that. But then, yeah, I think, I think that's the red is fine. I cannot try like an orange, I guess, like orange shirt. Okay, that also looks fine, but I think it's too much. So let's just give the red. Yes, let's make it a little bit saturated, just a teeny bit. Something like that. Okay, then I think the rest would be like fixing the colors, starting from the ones on the top, like the headband. Then for the hair, it goes down like so. I won't got that deep. And that down. So, and something goes like this. Like, okay, yeah, for example, like this part right here, I think like shouldn't be filled in. This should be like negative space. I'm just going to delete that. And then like for this part, I feel like I'm just going to go with like the lasso tool and just kind of make up stuff as I go. Something like that. And just select everything. Do something. And just fill in the hair color. Then like if you invert this, you just sample the skin and then fill that in as well. Right to the ears. Yes. Something like that. For this, like this part, like I feel like this is just a shot. And then this is skin, the back, and shot right here. Okay, I think that's it. Like normally I don't okay, let's just fill in the eyes so that they don't get lost in the color. And those are the eyebrows. But yeah, like that, like I guess that would be basically it. You know, like for normal sort of drawing, like drawing study. But like if I can, like let me try to get the reference. Just drop it in Clip Studio. Um, like this. Pull that up. Like this is the reference. Like you can see, sort of like I get a ton of not a lot, but a couple of differences, like in how I portray. Like I guess for the most part, it's just me like kind of showcasing what I want the reference to look like in like okay, yeah, it's that sort of idea where I guess as I said, like you introduce new stuff like to the drawing, like something to make it your own. And for example, the colors, I guess the like the expression, and I guess the way the head is sort of like straight forward, like it's not as tilted as the one in the reference. Uh, and then like opening the eyes and stuff. Like at the end of the day, it's basically the same person but different in a way. So yeah. And then I don't feel like I'm going to go a little bit back to this. I guess introduce a couple of things. Like I'm pretty sure this is a character I'm going to finish, but I'm just lazy. I don't feel like finishing it. And I'm going to put down a couple of brush strokes before I end the stream. So if we can just this color, this is what the heck is this? Let's just delete that. And then oh yeah, this is I guess this is also something that I can just drag. So you can see the kind of difference, like what we started with to this. So let's pull this up, pull that up as well. I'm going to log these two so that I don't end up like painting over there. Something goes for the background. And I'm just going to go back to this character for a bit, just like, so that I can just work on her like a little bit every time I stream until I finish like painting her. Like so first thing, like the first thing that I feel like should be adjusted is this. Just give it like a little bit more blue. Something like that. And then like for the pots, I feel like it should like have a little bit of one. Like, I feel like it should have a little bit of warmth in a way. Because I feel like at first it was like too gray. I feel like same goes for the mug. Yeah. So yeah, something like that. And then Like for the silhouette, like I feel like the silhouette is fine. Maybe okay, maybe like we can like, improve on the face. Like I know she's like maybe something like that. We can introduce some light like hitting up from the top, like hitting her face from the top by just adding some highlight on the nose. Uh, like for this, I don't feel like I should like introduce any sort of like rules or something. Like I feel like it should be just something that just exists as like something to learn from. Like introduce a shadow at the bottom. Something like that. Like at the end of the day, like to me, like I don't paint that much, but at the end of the day, painting feels like drawing in a way because yeah, it just feels like you are stacking lines. Like the more lines you stack, the more kind of like it's a detail you have in your painting. Just going to like painting the eyebrows, like give the like she has her eyes closed. So just going to kind of like I'm trying to make the color dark as I separate it more. Something like that. And then like for the glasses, like this is sort of weird, but I'm just going to kind of like paint in something like just as a placeholder. Uh, like just like it doesn't need to be that. Like it just needs to be a couple of lines, uh, like something to indicate that oh yeah, she's wearing like glasses or something. Like normally I like big round glasses. Like, I feel like they give somebody character. So, and I'm just going to remove like some of the lines. Like it still feels really sort of sketchy, I guess. And that's fine. That's fine. Uh, like I'm not trying to kind of like create something that is like special or something. It's more of it's more of just me painting. Uh, like as long as I can like put down interesting like I guess shapes that I find interesting, then that's fine. Uh, and I'm going to add like some saturated blue to the pants because I feel like they are a little bit too gray. Like they don't have that much color. Uh, so it goes for that. Like, I'm just introducing some blues, like maybe a little bit of purple here and there, like in the shadows or something, so that it just doesn't feel dull. Like for in the reference, it's like it's not that colorful, like which is fine, but I guess adding to the reference is always the goal for me. Like I don't want it to like to look the same, because like if it looks the same, like what's the point, you know? Like why don't you just take a photo or something? So basically that sort of mentality. And then, like for this shirt, I feel like goes down and this goes in, goes in like that. Then this goes in like that. So and then this will just go up, up like that, and this down. So like then this. Okay, so something like that. It still feels a little bit like it's fine. Like I'm not sure how to explain this, but yeah, still feels more sketchy. But I don't mind. Never did. And this. That. So I feel like this. Like I feel like that is. Like it feels like the right kind of detail to have in a sort of like sketch. Yes. So I'm going to kind of like reduce some of the shapes, like because having a ton of shapes that don't add to the overall form is just like it feels pointless. So, and I'm just going to add that. Okay, maybe that is too light. Like it gives it that sort of shiny, plasticky look I don't want. So just leave it like that, and then for this, I feel like we can just indicate the fingers by just getting a couple of strokes. This is like that is like this, then this like goes down, like it's holding on to the pot. And then like you can introduce, like for the most part I try not to, like I'm not that great with colors, so like I try not to introduce a ton of colors at once, because then it becomes hard to manage, right? And just indicate a couple of things, and that just goes there. Maybe add some color to that as well. Also, yeah, I guess something like that. And I feel like this. I don't want our face to be like too sharp. I need to be a little bit rounded. Something like that. then like shape her lips. Like I'm jumping around like from I just don't feel like I don't want to take this like too seriously. Because at the end of the day, it's just me trying to learn something. Like I'm not saying that you shouldn't take what you learn seriously. I'm just saying that at this point, I don't feel like it should be like too intense. Like, oh yeah, I need to like deliver something special. Like I think you learn from your failures. So like if I fail at executing this in the right way, like gives me something to learn and something to kind of look out for like next time. So yeah, then going to introduce some kind of like I think like it should be like close to like it should be around that. So something like this. And it's also something like that. The reflection just runs around the boat and on the lead. And you can have like some bit like somewhere there. You know, like for the most part, it's just me sort of making up stuff. Like of course I have the reference, but like you can't have a one-on-one, so like a one-to-one kind of yeah, at least that's not the goal. So I'm making stuff up. It has this kind of like green, gold, blue. Something like that. You know. So yeah, it's something that I'm not going to finish today or something, but it's good to see that like you're having like at least we made a little bit of like progress on it like before wrapping up. So yeah, maybe okay, so there is this sort of like tint that I want to introduce, like sort of like a kind of orange tint, something like that, to the glasses. Like I like that. So yeah, maybe next time. So yeah, yes, that's it. That's it. Did some stuff. We did some stuff, but yeah, I'm not sure. Like we have been going for how long? We have been going for 3 hours. I think that's the normal time, I guess. Yeah. Thanks to all who called the stream and checked it out. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Those who are watching it later, yeah, make sure to draw something as you listen to my rambles or something. Anywho, yeah, that's basically it for today, and yeah, let's catch up whenever I stream again and see if we can like paint these characters and finish them and draw also some more characters. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, happy drawing, and